Hey everyone, good evening. I hope you all had a great start to your week and had a good Monday full of positive vibes and progression and whatever it is that you need to help you get that step further to where you want to be. I hope you've got that step further today and done one little thing or a few little things to make it happen. And so basically what this video is about, it's about someone today asking me, like, basically, how do I do it? How do I manage to just stay so focused, stay so strong and just not crumble? Right, firstly, let me break it down to you, yeah? Just because you see a happy post, it doesn't mean things are always happy. Like, for example, the other day, like last week, you would have seen I put a photo up and it was me and a couple of my mates in the Chinese after we'd been out raving, okay? And my mate is a DJ, so I go out with him and like watch him do his sets and that and support him. So basically we've been out and it looked like I had a great weekend and it was all happy. And don't get me wrong, I did. I had a brilliant weekend and I had some really good laughs and built some really good memories with some really good people. But it doesn't mean that I was okay all that weekend. Like, literally before we went out, I had a cry. Before you see me put that photo up in the Chinese shop, I'd had a cry. Or no, actually, sorry, after I'd put that photo up in the Chinese shop, I'd had a little cry. So just because you see, people are happy, like on social media, everyone will always post up their happy things and life's great. But let me tell you, it's not always the case. Some people are going to be going through things that you couldn't imagine, but they will still put up there like their life's great and wonderful and rosy, and that's a fact. And I know I've heard someone to me say out their own mouth, they told me, Amy, the happier my statuses are, it means the more depressed I am in real life. Okay, so that's a big statement. That just really goes to show that's what people do. They don't want you to see the bad times. They don't want anyone to think it's bad, and I don't want people to see them cry and it's that's at the end of the day, that's life. That's what it is, and that's hence the videos, just to show people that it's not always all gravy. And so basically, like, let me break it down to you, yeah? So me leaving my partner, me going through a breakup and putting myself in a horrible situation, all that heartache, that's not the only thing at the moment I'm going through. So for the last few months, my dog was having seizures, where at the moment, luckily, we haven't had any more, like for the last few days, because she's been on steroids. But basically, me and a friend was down the river, and we had got to the river and walked 1.5 miles, okay? Now, I know it's 1.5 miles because I was previously running, okay? And I had a run tracker, and the exact point where my dog had the seizure was the exact point where I had been trying to run past, okay? And when I'm saying run past, I wasn't running this whole 1.5 miles. I was running, for a couple of minutes, then walking for a minute, running for a couple of minutes and walking, but just building myself up and training myself up, okay? So obviously, and every time I go for a run, I get that little bit further, but still with having the breaks in between, okay? So anyway, my dog is now having a seizure at this point in the river, and she literally cannot walk. I can't get her anywhere. I am stuffed, right? So luckily I was with a friend at the time, and like, I'm telling you, I have never run so fast in my life, and I run the whole 1.5 miles without stopping. Yes, I got to my block, and literally when I stopped to put the fob on the door, I could not breathe, okay? Because that is when it hit me, and I thought, shit, like, you know what I mean? What the hell? And I realised I'd run that whole 1.5 miles, okay? Because I needed to get there. There was there was nothing that was stopping me. I was getting to my house to get my car key, to come back for my dog, to get her to the vets as quick as I could, and nothing and no one was stopping me, okay? So number one, what that shows you is you're stronger than you really think, okay? And when you push yourself to the limits, trust me, you can go beyond them limits and more, yeah? You'll be so surprised at what you can do, okay? And number two, when people are putting up that life's all great and life's all rosy on Facebook, okay, like I said, after that picture, I was crying. Let me break it down to you, okay? Me going through this breakup, I'm pretty sure I'm just repeating myself there, but as you all know, I'm a bit of a babbler, so embrace that and understand that's just me, baby. But basically, yeah, so not only am I going through a breakup, I'm going through my dog having seizures, okay, which is luckily at the moment is now getting maintained after a few months, but in these few months she was having seizures like daily, okay? And so dealing with that, plus before I went on holiday, I done a big job. I was on it for about 5 weeks, got paid half of the money, never got paid the second half of the money, okay? right? Now, that's, I'm fucked. That's fucked me up, because obviously before, when I opened my business, I had my partner, and he was working full time, so we had a wage coming in, I was at home building on the business, and and I had my other little bits of income. I do a few other little things on the side, like anyone that knows me, I work in security, I do that, and I do from house clearances that we do, I sell things on eBay, so it's just another way to make money, because it's good to have multiple incomes. And it just means that, no matter what, there's always money coming in while we're building the business. But obviously now, since he's gone, I'm not getting that full-time wage. There's nothing else coming in, okay? So it's all on me. So when that woman didn't pay me my money, best believe, oh my God, I was in a situation, okay? But I didn't put that on Facebook. You don't put that out there, because you just don't. That's just not that's not what people do in life, okay? And so just because you've seen me again, well, no, actually didn't, when I went out this weekend, I didn't take no photos, because that night was that good. But just because you see me smiling and you see me happy, it doesn't mean it's always okay. What it means is that I'm strong, and I deal with it. I'm just getting through it, because I'm either going to sit there and I'm going to be depressed and I'm going to be down and I'm going to think about all the things that are going wrong in my life, or I'm going to get up, I'm going to get on with it and appreciate all the things that are going right in my life, and appreciate all the good friends that I have, my good health, my dog now not in good health but maintaining her health, and my good friends, the support network that I have around me, the fact that I can, my car, I've got an oil leak in my car as well, actually, and it's gone into the turbo, so the amount it's going to cost me to get fixed, I might as well just get a new car. But I've just been knocked for a load of money. So money's something that right about now I don't have a lot of, you know what I mean? So going out and buying a new car is really not something I need at the moment. But at the end of the day, I get up and I just be thankful at the fact that, if my car does break down on me, at least I can get on a bus if I really need to. I can get a cab if I really need to. Or I've got people's cars that I can borrow. Like my best friend Claire, she's amazing. There's never a time when I've needed to borrow a car, she's never said no. When I appreciate the fact that when my car goes for an MOT, she drops me there, she picks me up, she lets me borrow her car if I need to. Like my mum, I can borrow her car, my uncle borrowed with me his car. There's, I have the resources around me, okay, and so do you. Everyone does. We're so lucky for that. So like I was saying in one of my previous videos, it's first world problems, you know what I mean? And it's just literally about getting up, appreciating what you've got, and knowing that just because everyone, you look at other people and you think, oh, I want what they've got, but you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You don't know what's, who may be sick in their family. You don't know that they may be going through a hard time with their partner, because no one did know that I was going through a hard time with my partner. No one knew that, and everyone said, I thought you were so solid, and I thought you was this. Yeah, because that's what when you're on the outside looking in and you don't know the full ins and outs, that is all you're going to see, because of course that's all people are going to show, hence the videos to show, no, that's not life. And anyone that says it is like that, they're lying to you, because whether it's something you put yourself in or something you have no control over, life is full of ups and downs, and that's just a fact. So when I'm smiling and you're sitting there thinking, oh my God, I wish I could do it like her, then it's not easy for me. Trust me, I go through it just the same as anybody else, but I paint on that smile and I get up and I do it. I go for a walk. Like I said, I say my I ams in the morning, I give myself strength, I meditate, and I focus on all the good and all the positive. I remove any bad, negative energy that's around me, whether I've known you for 20 years, 30 years, whether you're a family member, I don't care, because negative energy is negative energy. So I get rid of it, and I just try and bring myself as much positive energy as possible. I try and, like I said, I focus on all the good things, and that does make me smile. And it doesn't mean that in between I'm not crying, but it just means that I'm just getting on with it. I'm dealing with it and just getting on with life. And yeah, that's it. That is literally it. So as you can see, I'm at my happy place again, and this is me. I am walking the dog, but the dog is literally, I've realised that I think I need the walks more than her, because like I said, it's soul food. It clears my mind. Today I've sat here and I've thought about, just literally what I'm going to do tomorrow, planning my day. I've got appointments, and I've got a client in between, so literally just thinking what I'm going to do. So tomorrow when I wake up, I ain't got to worry about nothing. I get up, I make my tea, and I just go about my business. I tick off my list, and that's it. I'm happy because I've accomplished a few things in the day, and I've done a few things, like I want to hand out some flyers tomorrow to some estate agents. It's not much, but to me, that's just something for me that's getting me one step closer to where I need to be. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's just how I do it. I paint that smile on, I get up, I get on with it. I don't paint it on because I generally am happy. And actually, it's a fact, yeah? It's a fact that even if you're down, if you smile, if you do a fake smile, and I think, oh God, how long is it for? I think it's 30 seconds. I'm sure it's 30 seconds, but don't quote me on that. But it's a fact that if you smile for long enough, which is not long, I'm sure it's no longer than a minute, but it's 30 seconds. I'm going with it. I'm positive. I'm not doubting myself. 30 seconds, smile for 30 seconds in a day, and then trick your brain into thinking you're happy. So it's just as little silly as doing little things like that. That's just what I do. And it doesn't mean I am happy. Like I say, I am happy. I've got so many things to be happy and grateful for. But just because I'm happy, it doesn't mean that sometimes I'm not sad. We're all sad. And just let it out. Good night.